Have you ever wanted to know how to make a concept football kit to overthrow all the boring ones that are made in real life? Something that both looks nice and fancy at the same time. In this video I'm going to tell you how to make a really great looking custom football kit that you'll also enjoy making. Also, before we start, this video won't include tips on the practical stuff of designing a kit, but I have done a couple of videos on that before, so once you finish this video, check those out. You don't need to pause this one. There's a multitude of things that you'll need to make sure you get right when making a kit. Thankfully, they're all fairly easy to figure out, and once you've got the hang of it, you'll be making incredible kits that people will love. Also, if you want to know where the best place to design kits is, I have also made a video on that. All the links to these videos are in the description, and let's begin with the video. Okay, tip number 1, base graphics. The part of a kit that really draws the eye is the design you put on the front. Some people aren't going to like a kit that has stripes or something boring. The important thing to remember is that you're designing a concept kit and not a hyper-realistic one. Otherwise, by all means, go ahead and do boring stripes or a sash or anything else, but I'm assuming you clicked on this video looking for how to make something more interesting. Here are the best ideas if you're struggling for a main design. Use one of the fancier designs that already exist in real life, such as the Chelsea 21-22 home kit graphic. For example, on this kit I used the pattern that my team, Derby County, used on their 22-23 kit, which is also up there by the way, and then I jiggled it around a bit and made it nice and colourful. Now it looks both original and colourful at the same time. Also, you'll notice that this kit isn't the sort of kit a team would actually use, but that's sort of the point of a concept in my sense of the term. If you're a skilled graphic designer, you could make your own graphics like Steve's, Tom Kit's and Marcio Hugo. If you're not, there are always good designs to be found online, and if you're looking for a specific colour theme, you can always Google for an abstract wallpaper like blue abstract HD wallpaper, for example, and see what comes up. The best sites to find graphics are freepik.com, and you can also AI generate seamless patterns on Creative Fabrica. Both have a premium option and are slightly limited without it, but they're still pretty useful. Another tip that I've found works is using neon colours like pink, purple and blue, and then using them on a darker kit. It really looks nice if you can pull it off. Tip number 2, this one's a short one, and it's about factual correctness. Those are two words you probably never expected to be in this video, but believe it or not, it's an important thing to remember if you ever want to publish your kits, because the fact is that unfortunately on some social media sites like Twitter there are too many Karens. They like to shout their mouths off a little too much and hate on kits that are actually nice, purely because you used the wrong brand or something. So to avoid that, it's always best to mention somewhere that you've made some differences to the regular kits. Tip number 3, branding and logos. Every single real-life kit brand has its own themes, and they're all original and work great on concepts. For example, Adidas' famous 3 stripes feature on all their kits in real life, and you can have some fun yourself with that. Kit templates are always updating, with Nike releasing new subtle patterns on their kits called Vapor. You can make some really great and creative new designs based purely around some brands alone. If you want to add a central logo, you've got to be quite careful because it's easy to go wrong if you use a tall brand logo or logos that are too big. It's best to only use central badges if the badge is round like the Chelsea logo and the brand is flat and long like the Nike one. Otherwise, your best hope is to position the brand above the badge like this. But again, it only really works best with a round badge. So if you want to go for a fancy option, you can also try using a sort of clipped version of a badge. For example, instead of the full Manchester City logo, you could just use the ship that features towards the top, and that becomes the whole badge instead. For sponsors, it's always best to go for something flat and long, otherwise it takes up too much space. And the final short tip is number 4, and it's about collars. The collar of a kit can often define what kind of kit it's perceived as. If you use a sort of flat polo collar, it looks smart and retro, and so you generally shouldn't use a fancy modern graphic. If you want to go with a simple V-neck or round neck collar, then you can use any kind of graphic, and in general it'll look okay. Full high-up polo collars are for kits that kind of bridge the gap between those two, for example on this Bayern Munich shirt over here. On a concept, you can have anything from a semi-smart half and half design to something a bit more crazy, and you can still pull it off quite well. You can also add a cool stripe to the collar, and it just has to fit in well with the main design of the shirt. Thanks for watching. I know this was like a short version of the 2 previous videos, but I wanted something that lasted for a short amount of time and was still helpful. Also, I was on limited time for making this one. If you found it helpful, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and also watch my other videos on the same topic. You can also join my Discord server and get inspiration for your own kits. Also, you can check out my FIFA kit creator profile where you can see all my best concept kits. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.